Hello students, today we'll learn the ETL process of data warehouse. ETL process. E stands for extract, transfer for T and load for L. Already we have seen the ETL and the related operations related to the data warehouse. We have already seen the data warehouse architecture and how the ETL process is used in loading the data in data warehouse as well as in the data marts. Let's see again in detail what is an ETL process. It is a process which extracts data from various data sources, transform this data into a standard form and then load this data in the data warehouse. So the ETL process daily, may execute daily, weekly or monthly. It should be an automated process, so it should be handled automatically and it facilitates the transferring the data from various sources to the data warehouse. It also helps to transform the data into consistent view. So here is the diagram to explain the ETL process. We have the different internal data sources, we have the external data sources, as well as we have the some flat files as an input, or we may have some spreadsheets, or we may have the OLTP data as an input source. So the data is collected from these various data sources. So this extraction process, we have store the data, then there is need to perform the transformation of this data and we need to convert it into a standard form, or we should apply some business rules on the data. You transform the data and then finally the load operation is required. And after loading the data in data warehouse, this data warehouse data or contents can be again represented to the end user by using the ETL process. So extract the data from the data warehouse, transform it as per the required format, and then it is loaded into the different data marts. And through the data mart, it can be represented as a graph, reports, or queries, or result of the query to the end user. This is how the ETL process is very important in case of the data warehousing. The data may be from different data types, or it may be of different types. We may have the different types of databases. We may have the different type of hardware, software, or the different type of operating systems, or the different type of protocols. So there is need to extract and transform this into a single logical view. Also, the duplicate data need to be removed before the transformation. Again, the data cleaning is very important task to be performed, and then the data need to be mapped and finally it is transformed. The data which does not require any transformation can be directly moved to the data warehouse, and this type of movement is known as the direct move. The standard naming convention should be referred while transforming the data. The whole data transformed to be loaded in the data warehouse. The minimum time is intended for this type of loading. So, the optimized perform is recommended. As well as in case of the failures, there should be the recovery mechanism available so that there should not be any kind of data loss. Again, the monitoring of the loads can be managed automatically, and depending upon the performance of the server, it can be managed. The initial load, incremental load, and the full refresh, these are the types of loading. So this is how we have seen the ETL process and what is the importance of the ETL process.